Wendy Williams has been in the public eye for decades, and her personal life has often been just as dramatic as her career. Recently, her name has popped up again, not because of a new project or an interview, but because of the ongoing chaos surrounding her ex-husband, Kevin Hunter, and his longtime partner, Sharona. When Wendy filed for divorce from Kevin years ago, many fans and onlookers felt a sense of relief, mostly because Kevin had long been seen as someone who thrived on drama and scandal. People have often joked that he belongs to the streets, and in many ways that sentiment seemed accurate. But even after their divorce, Kevin hasn't exactly disappeared from Wendy's life. Now, he and Sharona appear to be trying to exert influence over Wendy again, or at least that's how it seems to the public. The question many fans are asking is, why did Wendy maintain any contact with Kevin after everything he did? After all, he cheated on her, secretly had a child with another woman, and reportedly used her money to support that side relationship. Yet, despite all of this, he continues to make claims about his influence on her career, and even suggests that Sharona had a role in her professional success. Recently, Kevin went live on Instagram and made some shocking claims. He said that Sharona played an important part in the success of the Wendy Williams show. He also insisted that nobody could match the energy, charisma, and talent of the original team behind the show, which of course included him and his ex-wife. He even brought up Sharona during this live broadcast, suggesting that she had been instrumental in building Wendy's career. If you stop and think about it, that's a bold and frankly strange thing to say. To understand why his statements feel so off, it's important to look back at history. Kevin began cheating on Wendy with Sharona back in 2007. That's over 15 years ago. During much of that time, Kevin wasn't exactly self-sufficient. He didn't earn a substantial income of his own, and reportedly relied heavily on Wendy's financial support. He even used her money to fund Sharona's lifestyle, purchasing gifts and a house worth more than $700,000, all while Wendy remained unaware of the full extent of his infidelity. The situation became even more complicated when Sharona became pregnant. Wendy had no idea this was happening, and discovering the truth was the breaking point for her. She simply could not handle the betrayal of her husband having a child outside of their marriage. To make matters worse, during their divorce negotiations, Kevin allegedly asked Wendy to pay him child support. This request seemed outrageous to many, considering they only had one child together, Kevin Jr., who was already an adult at the time. It felt like a clear indication that his interest in Wendy was more about money than anything else. Following their divorce, Wendy faced a series of personal and professional challenges. Her life started to spiral in many ways. First, her mother passed away in December 2020, a heartbreaking loss that weighed heavily on her. In 2021, she struggled with both mental and physical health issues, which led to extended absences from her show. Although she eventually returned to work, her show was eventually canceled, and her time slot was given to Sherry Shepherd. On top of that, reports surfaced that Wells Fargo had frozen her assets because they believed she wasn't capable of managing her finances. It was by all accounts a tumultuous and emotionally taxing period. While Wendy was navigating these struggles, Kevin seemed relatively unconcerned. He proposed to Sharona with an $80,000 ring, proudly displaying it on social media, seemingly oblivious to Wendy's very public hardships. The timing of these actions appeared insensitive to many, especially since Wendy was dealing with substance abuse issues and the aftermath of personal losses. By September, Wendy once again checked into rehab to address her substance use. Her representatives kept the matter discreet, releasing a statement that emphasized her commitment to health and wellness. According to her spokesperson, Sean Zanotti, Wendy was receiving care at a top-notch wellness facility to manage her overall health and prepare for a potential comeback with her Wendy Experience podcast. While she was released from rehab a few days later, sources suggest that she's only marginally better. There's concern that Wendy may feel back to normal simply because she isn't consuming alcohol, when in reality the damage from years of substance use and the emotional trauma caused by her personal life is more significant. Long-term recovery is essential, and her journey is far from over. Amid all this, there have been reports that Wendy has been manipulated by people around her, taking advantage of her vulnerable state. While it's not confirmed whether Kevin is directly involved in this manipulation, He was still reportedly acting as her agent, even after being removed as executive producer of her show. This brings us back to his recent Instagram Live, where he boldly claimed credit for Wendy's career success. Many fans and commentators found the timing and content of this live broadcast highly questionable, especially coming so soon after Wendy's rehab stint. It seems plausible that Kevin's intentions are financially motivated. By reminding the public of his contributions to the Wendy Williams show, he may be attempting to secure a portion of future deals, such as Wendy's podcast. His mention of Sharona in the process also raises eyebrows, as it suggests he wants her to share in any potential benefits, even though there's no evidence she contributed to the show's success. From a fan's perspective, this behavior is manipulative and self-serving, a continuation of the pattern of actions that contributed to Wendy's past struggles. Unsurprisingly, Kevin faced backlash online. Fans were quick to call out the audacity of his statements, highlighting the clear role he played in Wendy's downward spiral. Comments ranged from calling him a true narcissist to pointing out the hypocrisy of praising his side relationship while it caused so much damage to Wendy. Many expressed concern for Wendy's well-being, emphasizing that Kevin seems more interested in financial gain than her recovery or happiness. One fan remarked that losing Wendy's money will bring out the tears, while Kevin remains indifferent to her personal suffering. Others echoed these sentiments, noting that Kevin and Sharona's actions could further harm Wendy if she doesn't maintain distance from them. The general consensus online was that Kevin's behavior is a continuation of the toxic pattern that began years ago, prioritizing his own gain over Wendy's mental, emotional, and financial well-being. Fans prayed for Wendy's recovery and cautioned her against falling into old traps, emphasizing that her healing and independence should come first.